all of y'all just start glazing. Do you even remember?
Choso best Yuji big brother. And Choso got mommy Yuki. So, you know, Choso definitely best big brother if he got mommy Yuki. And Jujutsu Kaisen has the worst fictional universe ever by Zephire. And as you can clearly tell, there have been some updates. I had this model actually ready to go like back before Christmas, but I didn't want to use it until, you know, it became springtime. So, you know, it kind of fits with the theme of the weather and stuff. In other news, I have an update. We finally got monetization on the channel, so that's cool. I plan to do a lot more other stuff and have some other surprises planned. I have a lot of stuff like I have a lot of stuff in my RRL things going on, so that might take a while. And lastly but not least, I actually have hiccups right now, so if you just hear me hiccuping randomly when I'm trying to talk, you know why. But anyway, you already know the original video will be in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe, and without further ado, let's get it!
So like a lot of you, I'm out here watching JJK, and I'm having a fantastic
and I watch
time.
JJK.
But as I'm watching these episodes, I'm just seeing some of the most atrocious acts in anime to date. Damn near every single
Like
episode.
what?
Just watch this. Nah, bro.
Why didn't it
You
just
can
go
never
silent?
catch me in JJK. We back. We had another episode of some of the worst fictional universes of all time. Y'all always get mad when I call these the worst fictional universes ever. I could not begin to tell you the endless amount of comments I get like, you clearly haven't read the Warhammer 40k.
Okay, so I know a little bit about Warhammer. I know hiccups. I know a little bit about 40k, and it's bad there. You don't want to live there. You would probably rather live in the Attack on Titan universe than the 40k universe. Just being honest.
The title kind of stupid. Warhammer 40k literally exists.
Look up 40K.
You think
Yeah,
Warhammer 40k is worth it?
Like, alright, nigga, I'm going to sleep.
40k is bad.
Like, y'all, there's a little something called hyperbole. I know y'all was sleeping in English class, but that means that it's a joke. It's fake. I knew it. But definitely drop some series in the
passed
comments.
English.
I would love to make more videos of this ilk. But for now, we're strictly talking about JJK. Because as I stated,
Gojo!
there is so much BS I be seeing
Oh,
in
I thought hiccups. You know, I thought that was the eclipse for a second until I realized there was the until I realized there was the JJK opening.
all these episodes. I don't know how you could live as anybody in the verse. RDC literally made a skit about this, and they were
Well, honestly, if I was in a JJK verse, I don't want to live as Utahime. Nothing really crazy happens to Utahime.
absolutely correct. Imagine you was one of the kids stuck in this BS clan, forced to grow up as a soldier damn near your entire life. And when you finally having the
Tylon.
biggest battle of your
Tylon did nothing wrong. It was all Shifu's fault.
career, you die to another nigga's limbs landing on your head. He trained his entire life only to get clipped by a stray. That's some
Oh, man.
bullshit, bro. And it ain't
Yeah, no,
matter
that is
who
terrible.
you was in that clan. Maki was
That is
walking
terrible.
you
Well, no, Maki didn't go after Uncle Jeremy. She spared him.
down. She was ripping out your heart and having a broken piece of her sword stab you afterwards. Like, I
That
know
was-
Brody looking at
that
his
was his
hairline
sword.
like,
That was his sword.
I'm finished.
I know my dog Ronta was there like, please, Maki, spare me. Even Genki said I'm one of the good ones. You could have been.
Naruto was the second best Zenin. Right after Uncle Jeremy, his father.
Now, yeah, I beat on woman Zenin, random background character number 34, or even your mother, I'm sorry to say.
Again, I don't think her mom needed to die. I think that her mom was just like was in a position to where she couldn't really do anything. I don't think her mom needed to die.
People online are reacting to this fight like crazy, saying this is one of the greatest massacres to ever
Wait. Since
touch
we're talking
JJ.
about this, one time for the one time. Oh, yeah.
Okay, and I'm just watching like, dog, have we seen the same show? That was just Zenin clan niggas. At least they can fight back. Could you imagine if you lived in Japan? Living as a regular
I feel
human
like
in
I would be a
JJK,
sorcerer
I can
now.
only imagine it as the worst reality of all time for a variety of different reasons. Because there is
Wait, but even regular people have cursed energy. They just don't know how to use it. So you could be a regular person and then learn to be a sorcerer. You could, because everybody has cursed energy.
so many things that will cause you to die that you could not defend yourself from. We could literally start off with the fact that there is no holiday in a calendar year.
And even if you didn't have a lot of cursed energy, you could still like go get some cursed tools and then basically fight like you were a weaker Maki before Mai died. You could. They got the glasses to let you see cursed spirits.
That is safe in the verse. If you wanted to go out in the city on Christmas Eve, maybe see the lights, get some late Christmas
I like
presents,
Christmas lights.
like a normal person. Do you know what JJK rewards you with?
Shibuya.
You are rewarded
Shibuya.
with over
What's Shibuya?
6,000 curses unleashed all over
I'm sorry, hiccups. I have hiccups.
the city. Like, just look at some of these sick fucks. Exhibit A. Man, if you don't get Drewski off my screen, nigga. And if you are not a curse user, you can't even see these curse spirits that are actively trying to take
You
your
can get
life. And they
glasses.
only appear in your face
You can get
when
glasses.
you are literally 2 seconds from death. What the hell type of sick joke is
You could awaken a curse technique and then immediately have a domain like Higuruma. You could.
that? And this also means if you are just walking around the city and these curses attack, you ain't seeing shit. You gonna be walking around the city and just see niggas dying, vehicles exploding, and all that you could do
Make a binding vow. Make a binding vow. Like our glorious king.
is pray that you get a sorcerer to save your life. And not even that is a viable solution. I'm gonna talk about that later in the video. But it's just insane. Everything in this verse is here to get you killed. No manga spoilers, but literally after this event,
Spoil
the
it.
biggest battle
Spoil
in the
it.
history of
What,
mankind.
you're spoiling right now? Wait, you're spoiling right now. No one in the anime has even seen these panels. This is a spoiler right here. You just said no spoilers. This is a spoiler.
Happens on Christmas Eve again. Can y'all niggas take a break? Niggas can't even enjoy presents out here. Lil bro wanted Christmas but ain't got Christmas money.
It's a regular
so
show.
curses it is, champ. And even the other holidays you are not enjoying for real. Like, we could take it to Halloween. If you were outside that day, whether you were at a party with the bad bitches or even trick-or-treating, if you were even sniffing the air
Oh, wait,
of Shibuya,
Shibuya was on
you
Halloween.
were literally getting Kirby sucked through the city into this big black confinement. And the moment you turn your head, you're seeing a 6'10" Giannis built nigga flying through your window like these. This ain't even counting Sukuna's presence. His
Right, what do? You're walking down a dark alleyway and you turn a corner so that you could take a shortcut to get home. And down the alleyway, you just see Maharada, Big Rada, the op stopper. What do?
and dismantled throughout all of Shibuya would have turned you and your friends to ash. But y'all be trying to make the Shibuya
Literally.
incident sound so cool. I don't think y'all really know how much of a tragedy this was. In just that night of Shibuya, over 200,000 bodies were dropped this night. And they were dying in so many different ways.
I mean,
It
in
was
terms of
crazy.
anime,
You
that's
had
not
the
that bad.
closest thing to Satan
Hiccups,
incarnate
sorry.
fighting two different niggas all across Shibuya. And one of these said niggas was running a body count up so high, King Vaughn is calling him Big Bro. You could just be chilling in Shibuya and you would be dropped from the top rope. And this ain't
Wait, I
even
thought that was
counting niggas like
Mahito.
Choso. He joined the cast and all of y'all just start glazing. Do you even remember?
Hold on, Choso is best big brother. I like Choso more than I like Toto. I mean, I love Toto, but if I had to choose, Choso best Yuji big brother. And Choso got mommy Yuki. So, you know, Choso definitely best big brother if he got mommy Yuki.
what the f he was doing? Fire repel. He was out there moving like this and Yuji's calling him his brother. Niggas would hang with
He's
Adolf
still the
if
best
he had
big brother.
motion. And I'm just naming all the people that you know. If you were in Shibuya,
He's still the best
even
big
the
brother.
no-name NPC curses were killing you. This man barely lasted an episode, but he still drowned a subway station full of niggas. And just look at the background of some of these scenes, bro. Shawty got her legs cut off, stabbed through the chest and the uterus. And there's a girl right across the street getting cut in half. There is an ace-size hole through a nigga, and this curse is trying to take off his pants. Nigga, hell no! And this ain't even counting Kenjaku, who sees every living human just like
Pull
this.
up in front of the motherfucking precinct and let's bang out. Right down the block. You know where's that? I hate you, nigga. Let's die.
And he proceeds to drop
I just realized this whole time my mic was muted. So, hiccups. Sorry, that's why I muted in the first place. But, is that where that comes from? Like that I hate you N-word, let's die? Cause I remember seeing that in a rap video and it's just, I wanna say it so bad, but I can't. But I can say, I hate you bitch, let's die. Which is what Maki said. Yeah. That's gonna be my new catchphrase from now on.
over 10 million curses. That leaves 23 wards of Japan almost destroyed. Like, you would be living your average life only to get hit with this.
Nah, I'd win. Nah, I'd win. Oh, Lord.
Bro, I can't
Oh,
believe
Lord.
this, dog. Y'all niggas.
Wait, no. And didn't Kenjaku allow for people who were living there when he did all of this to leave? He gave them a chance to leave. No. This is something different. This has to be Mahito.
Wanna live through this shit? Hell no, I'm killing myself.
Nah, I'd
and
win.
I did that whole
I'd
section,
win.
and I didn't
No,
even
I'd win.
mention Mahito once. Mahito is one of the most
I-
despicable curses to
Yeah,
ever
Mahito
touch this
is a
franchise.
monster.
And it's largely due to
Mahito
his main
is a
power.
monster.
Idol transfiguration is one of the most disgusting ways
I think I know the contour of my soul. I think I'd be okay.
to go out. He will really turn you into a Barney missing a chromosome with a L haircut for no other
I'll hit him with the left right tonight. Domain expansion. Boxing ring.
reason but his own enjoyment. Like, this man Mahito had a tunnel with this huge fat ass glob sitting in the middle of it, and this glob was a human he experimented on for his own gain.
This is a
Oh,
sick
yeah.
Negro.
And when you're turned into these disgraceful Applejack looking curses, you are still alive. You feel everything. Like, you'll be fighting these and then mid-attack they talking about some help me. Like, dog, I don't even
I wouldn't stop. I would. Hiccups, sorry. I wouldn't stop. I would keep punching.
got the heart for this. It's over. Mahito will groom and take advantage of a bullied kid simply for his own enjoyment. Niggas really thought he was gonna join the main cast.
I really thought Junpei was gonna be a part of the main group. They even had him in the opening song / theme. They even had Junpei there. I really thought Junpei was gonna be like with everyone, but no. And Gege really got us with that.
That's tough.
That's tough. My guy.
Mahito is real life in this bit, hiding through people's skin just to get a singular hit off Yuji. Imagine losing your
That's
life
diabolical.
and having
Yeah,
your
that's diabolical.
body sacrificed for a singular right hook. Yeah, I can't even hold you, bro. He had to go. And you could really go on for hours about him too. Turning people into swords, he turned this man's face into a hilt. And he was out here making human shish kebabs going, here comes the choo-choo train. And he was blowing up heads just to flashbang Yuji. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. All I could do is pray. I know we mainly been talking about Shibuya, but if you want some recent examples,
Nobara.
don't worry, I got you.
Nobara.
We can take it to the Culling games where some ancient sorcerer could just possess your body just because he ate some shit 10
Hashimo?
million years ago, and they could do whatever they want inside your body. Again, no spoilers.
Again, I know the contours of my soul. So, I'm pretty sure I would be a vessel like Yuji or a certain blonde-haired woman who hasn't appeared yet. But even if I was, I think I'd be either an awakened player or or it would be like a Yuji so-and-so situation. I know myself and I know my soul. I can do it. Nah, I'd win.
Spoilers, but whenever you see an ancient sorcerer in the Culling games and they randomly die, it's in a body that's not even their own. And as you can see, you have to suffer through all of this as a regular civilian. And these curses only exist because you are breathing. If you're stressed out about your next test in school, I'm sorry, you are cooked. You're making a curse spirit. If you're watching
This just sounds like a relatively healthy way out to like output stress. Cause I mean, exercise the curse while beating something up. That just sounds like stress relief to me.
a scary movie and get scared like any normal
Resident
person,
Evil, I was just
I'm
playing
sorry,
that.
You are cooked. You're making a curse spirit. If
I'm
you
playing
are a
Silent
sports
Hill right
watcher
now,
and you
though.
are spending all your time hate watching your least favorite team, I'm sorry, but you are cooked. You're making a curse spirit. God forbid niggas
Okay,
feel
I'll make a
emotions in
Shikigami
this
to help me.
verse. Is them tears, bro? Them tears are turning into something that's gonna kill you. Like, this verse is just completely scuffed. But let's say you had the means to protect yourself. You're one of the very few people that could use your curse energy. Good job.
No, technically, anybody can be trained to use their curse energy. They just don't know how. And I'm intuitive. I think I could figure out my cursed energy. I think I could.
You are still probably cooked. Because
No,
you
I'm
are
not.
still spawning in the verse against sorcerer families with decades of prep time. If you're not a part of the Kamo, Zenin, or Gojo
That's
clans,
true.
being
That's
a
true.
top tier
Also, what's crazy is Yuji is technically a Kamo and he's technically like a Ryoman. He's a Sukuna. No, he's a Ryoman. He's a Ryoman because the names go last name first and then first name. So Ryoman Sukuna, which would mean Yuji is a Ryoman, as well as a Kamo. As well as what Kaori was with her anti-gravity system. Anyway.
sorcerer is damn near impossible. I'm not saying you won't be strong, but there is a ceiling to how much you could accomplish. We call Mega
Higuruma. Once you get the basic, rules of being a sorcerer in JJK, it's pretty easy to figure out the rest. Like, you can abuse binding vows like a certain someone. You can abuse Shikigami and make them do anything, and you can customize your Shikigami to do what you want. So, that's not a problem. Anybody can do barrier techniques, so that's not a problem. Like, once you get the basics down, you should really be able to be a top-tier sorcerer if your imagination is, high enough.
me a fraud all the time, me included. But he could real life drop a 10-foot giga demon on
Here's the thing, though. Maharada is a Shikigami. The only thing that makes the Ten Shadows special is that they can summon Shikigamis through shadow and manipulate shadows. That's the only thing that makes them truly special. Which means, since everyone can make Shikigami, theoretically, you could make a normal Shikigami not made through shadows, but tweak it to have the attributes of Maharada. You could. There's nothing stopping you from doing that. And when you realize stuff like that for the JJK power, system, you can really just, become a goddess if you have enough imagination.
your head to murk you at any moment he wants. Look at how many times he pulls
Not
this
that
out.
impressive.
If he wanted you
It's
dead,
not that
he
impressive.
could kill you now.
It's not.
Maharaga is that.
It's not. You can easily make another Maharaga. Just make a Shikigami.
Busted. And unless you are literally a top 2 sorcerer to ever touch the verse, you are not hanging with that nigga. And don't even get me started on Gojo, who was born and legitimately shifted the power of reality.
So tell me one reason why a regular sorcerer couldn't say, hey, these people have all of these fantastical powers that they were born with. I don't have these, but I can use the energy that they do to make these work. Oh, you can make these thing called Shikigami that'll be like familiars that'll do or have what abilities you want them to have. Make a Shikigami that turns into a ring that you wear that siphons cursed energy and that siphons cursed energy from the environment around you to fuel yourself automatically. 2. Make a Shikigami that functions basically exactly like Maharaga. 3. Make some Shikigami earrings that essentially repels all around you. Much like how in much like how Infinity does, there's probably gonna be some caveats around that. You know, it's probably not gonna be just like space itself, but there's probably a way you could pull off something like extremely close to make some shikigami contact lenses that automatically processes every like finite thing down like the 6 hours does. But you get my point, you get my point. Like, with some creativity, you don't even have to be born the strongest to become the strongest in this universe. I feel like they're really making it seem more impressive than it is. I mean, I guess it's impressive because they were just kind of born into it with no knowledge, but I feel like with a little bit of creativity, like, I think Yorozu was the most creative out of every sorcerer.
And actually sent other sorcerers into hiding. Like, bro, how could you be that strong? Imagine NBA-bound
Not
players
that hard
stopped
when you
playing
really think about it.
basketball and went into hiding once they found out Michael Jordan was born. That's a reality I do not want to be a part of. And let's say you like Zeph. F all
I
that.
hate these
I don't
hiccups.
even want to have cursed energy. I'm just gonna have Gojo protect me. You want Gojo to protect you? So you have chosen death. Gojo's the most pretentious, annoying man I have ever had the displeasure of knowing. Y'all be saying we made the wrong person famous. God, you made the wrong nigga strong. This man Gojo is so abnormally
Gojo's
strong.
really fun.
He has no feelings towards any civilian. He is not going to save you. This man walked into Shibuya.
Yeah, no, Gojo
a
won't.
DEFCON
Gojo
1
won't save you. Gojo will be okay with sacrificing you. He is right here. Okay, Gojo will be okay with sacrificing you.
Level threat and proceeded to jump on niggas' heads for no other purpose but aura farming. Bro, fuck this nigga. Let's
Wait, was that from Kenyan Ashura? The old guy that they just showed? Hold on, let me see.
other purpose but aura farming. Bro,
That is the old man from Kenyan Ashura. That is him. Okay, I knew I recognized it.
fuck this nigga. Let's not even get into the abnormal amount of glaze that happens with Gojo, where if he's not even present, the other sorcerers aren't even confident in their abilities.
If it's true that Gojo's been sealed, then it's over.
For every human in this country.
Like, let me take y'all to JJK0. In this
mean, Gojo
exact
is
scene,
really
they
strong.
specifically state before the battle there may be some civilians left and keep the destruction of buildings and infrastructure to a minimum. When they asked Gojo if he was listening, he said, hold on, there's a black person 50 meters from here. Yes,
For what?
for whatever reason, that
What?
is his main concern.
I
And when he
seen the
finally
movie. I
gets
don't
to
think that's
fight
what he
Miguel,
said.
A curse
Truthfully,
tries
I
to
don't
come
think
from
that's what he
behind
said.
and backdoor the nigga, only for him to snipe old boy head off. And everyone's probably watching like,
Louis Vuitton red.
Gojo, you saved.
Wait,
I
what
don't
did they...
even want to know if you were living in your apartment and you just see a skyscraper worth of glass coming towards your face like your ex-wife in Spider-Man 2. I would have been fucking
Well, I mean, you should have used your curse technique. At that point, if you didn't use your curse technique in that moment, it's on you.
sick. There is so much more I could talk about, bro. But long story
Thanos.
short, you will never catch me saying, I want to live in Jujutsu Kaisen. Y'all got it.
Wake up, filthy.
Alright, well, that was the video. And it was a fun one, nice one. I disagree. I think I could handle living in a JJK world. I'd win. But with that out of the way, I just wanted to do a nice little video, you know, celebrate finally reaching monetization, which that's cool, and show off my new spring model. But with that out of the way, like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'm gonna do a stream soon. I'm trying to put stuff together for that. It might take like a month, maybe two, but I'm going to do my first official stream soon. So make sure you drop by for that. And without further ado, I'll catch you later. Bye, losers. KuroKumo out.